Imagine reaching the airport for a long-awaited trip only to find your flight cancelled at the last minute. Thousands of travelers across India are facing exactly this nightmare thanks to India's largest airline, IndiGo. Yes, IndiGo, the airline that operates over 65% of India's domestic flights, is in the middle of a full-blown operational crisis. But what caused this chaos and why did it hit IndiGo harder than anyone else? Let's break it down. Over the past week, IndiGo has cancelled thousands of flights across India. Some days saw more than 500 cancellations, leaving tens of thousands of passengers stranded at major airports like Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, and Hyderabad. On-time performance dropped dramatically from a normal 35% to as low as 8-20%. The chaos was so severe that the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, or DGCA, had to step in, asking IndiGo to reduce operations by 5-10% while they stabilize the system. The main reason behind this crisis is a new set of crew duty and rest rules implemented by India's aviation regulator. Known as flight duty time limitations, these rules include longer mandatory rest periods for pilots, increasing from 36 hours to 48 hours per week, stricter limits on consecutive duty hours, reduced number of allowed night flights per pilot roster. For an airline like IndiGo, which relies heavily on high-frequency overnight flights, these rules created a massive scheduling headache. IndiGo also has a lean staffing model. The airline traditionally operates with 12-15 pilots per aircraft, leaving little room for error. When the new rest rules came into effect, IndiGo simply didn't have enough pilots to cover all flights. Many flights had to be cancelled due to unavailable crew. Technical glitches in rostering software worsened the situation. The result? A domino effect, with cancellations in one city causing delays and further cancellations across the country. Winter season fog and airport congestion added to the operational strain. And because IndiGo dominates the domestic market, even small staffing issues scaled into a nationwide disruption. Other airlines with smaller networks or different flight schedules were able to adapt better, which is why IndiGo was hit the hardest. Passengers have faced long queues, lost baggage, missed connections, and unplanned overnight stays. Refunds and rescheduling processes were slow, creating frustration across the country. In response, IndiGo promised to restore stability gradually. They have committed to reworking crew rosters, providing refunds, meal vouchers, and accommodation for affected passengers, stabilizing operations to fly nearly 1,900 flights per day soon. The DGCA is keeping a close watch and has warned of potential penalties if the airline fails to resolve the crisis. This crisis is a stark reminder of how aviation regulations, staffing models, and operational scale intersect. Even a small policy change like stricter rest periods can cause nationwide disruption if not managed proactively. For travelers, it's a lesson to check flight status frequently, plan for delays, and be aware of airline policies. IndiGo is working hard to get back on track, but the lesson for India's aviation industry is clear. Planning, staffing, and regulatory compliance cannot be ignored. For passengers, staying informed is key. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on India's aviation industry and travel news.